Hello everybody, how are you going? And welcome to Irish People Try Canadian Shapes, the same Irish people that have tried many a different thing from Canadian cocktails and spirits and a whole range of things, but now I want to see how do they compare and how do they rate the Australian shapes.
Oh, if it's Australian, what if there's like snake flavour?
Presume they can all kill us. Shark, snake, tarantula, angry Australian man.
I reckon it's got mad flavours. Do you reckon it'll be mad flavours?
What can you do with a biscuit?
Ooh.
You put durian fruit on it.
I hope not.
Yeah, no. Oh, starting out with originals. I don't know anyone that has ever bought them or would even know what they are. Like, everyone's just going to have their staples, and I really hope that we can cover them in this video. But to go for an original Savory, that's just outrageous to be starting off. I guess it does make sense, but man, they must sell like 2 packets of them a year.
Oh, he's throwing shapes.
It's terrible.
It's gotta be a square. That's gotta be first up in the world of shapes.
Yes.
Oven baked, not fried.
What kind of flavour is savoury? Is that just like salty?
How is that a
Surely.
flavour?
Flavour you can see. How can you see flavour?
Well, savory means
Good question.
not sweet. And not sweet means not like us.
I would call these crackers rather than biscuits.
I would
to be
call
honest.
these depressing.
That is exactly what I thought it would be, and not in the good way.
Regular salty crackers.
Savoury.
I wouldn't go mad about them. They go lovely with a bit of cheese.
And some very moist dips.
Moist
I
dips.
could have just taken a bite out of that wall. It would have been the same thing.
Oh my god. I mean, like I said, I don't know how or why these are even still made, because I don't know anyone that would buy them. I don't even know what they taste like, and I don't even know if I've ever had them, to be honest. I guess I presumed they existed, but I don't think I've ever seen them on stores. I would love to know the numbers. Like I said, there is particular ones that are going to be ruthless in terms of people have their favorites, but that is never going to be one of them. I mean, yeah, they're going to be, I guess, salted crackers, and it's weird because I'm seeing a triangle on the front there, but they are squares, I believe. And so, yeah, you're going to have a salty cracker, a salty biscuit that, sure, cheese and crackers and all those kind of things could be a good substitute and way to get it down, but that's just not shapes as shapes should be.
I could have just taken a bite out of that wall. It would have been the same thing.
Come on.
I don't want to.
There's no artificial colours or flavours, but like, that is not natural.
I love them.
I don't know why I'm eating so many of them. It's one of those things
Because they're
like-
nice.
No, they're not.
Yes, they
No,
are.
they're
You're
terrible.
just in denial.
Are they all the same shape? Oh no, they're all different shapes. That's why they're called shapes. It all makes so much more sense now.
I'm against this.
Necessarily.
This is the worst.
I'm against you. These are incredible. These are the best things you give me to try in ages that are labelled biscuity.
Wait, what? What are these things? Where have they got them all from? But I just also want to come back to the fact that he just said that that is the best thing that he has tried in a very long time in the form of a biscuit. That poor man. I mean, maybe he's just been eating the wall too much. You just go over there and you see all the bite marks, and that's why he said prove it, because he has already proved it himself. But oh man, for this plain original shapes with flavor you can't see that apparently you can, that have different shapes in the one box, which I guess is where the whole name came from before they had all their flavors. Like, generically, all the different flavors are a different shape of some sort, and they all are one shape per box, I believe. Now I'm even questioning that. Either way, that is just not the goer, and I don't know what this is. Yes, it's nacho cheese, but again, I don't know anyone that's really had that or could tell you they've had it, and I've certainly never even seen it, I don't think.
Nacho cheese! Ooh, baked in flavour.
I bet they like ordered too much fake cheese flavour and they're like, we have to get rid of
I
them.
think these could be better than the first ones.
I'm just imagining the Australians watching this video. It'd be like Irish people trying like Tuck biscuits or Jacob's biscuits. They're like, why are they trying these?
Are you usually the enthusiastic one?
Never.
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 Oh, no.
This is going to blow a lot of minds.
Look at that.
It tastes like gone off chili powder.
But in a good way.
That's actually nicer.
Yeah. That's great.
Like a tin of tomato soup to me.
Yeah, it does.
What?
It does.
It does.
How is that a thing?
It's like eating the crust of a pizza that's been left out for 3 days.
Surprisingly enough, smelled awful, looked awful, put it in my mouth. It was great.
Fair
enough.
Oh.
They have tomato in this. We just didn't read the box. At least they have some.
Right. Still though, how is that something that I've never really heard of, and how are we having such a range of flavors, from the crust of a pizza that has been left out for 3 days to a can of tomato soup to even just, I mean, I guess the last one tastes like wall and it's better than that, but people are having such different flavors, and so flavor you can see isn't consistent flavor you can see. Oh, actually, there it is. There we go. There is the side of the box saying, satisfy your cravings with the shapes, nacho cheese. I can't really read that. Something, Mexican spices and a tomato salsa flavor on both sides and cheese baked into the biscuit. My goodness, what? I mean, like I said, I've never particularly seen those shapes before, and I don't believe that I've ever had them or eaten them in a bowl of anything that is just kind of unbranded on a party table. No, I don't think that any of these are Australian staples as much as shapes are Australian staples. And so even though she's going, oh, you know, it might be like a Irish person trying this and that, no, it makes sense to be trying this. People can ask you, what is your favorite Australian shape? And generally someone will have an answer. If nothing else, it's not going to be any of these, but people will know what you're talking about. And it's not just some random thing to be doing. It makes sense. I'm just disappointed. As much as they didn't like the first one, that's fine, but this one, they are seemingly liking it between the chili powder and everything. I just don't understand that we're not doing the true kings.
They've got a bit of flavour now. The first ones are very plain. So plain.
Yes.
And these, I'm not sure if it's an improvement, but they have some sort of flavour.
Wow, I'll do another one of them.
Oh,
If you don't mind.
there we
Oh,
go.
you can put them all together.
Multiplying, so they are
Look,
Do they tessellate?
you can put them all together and make like a really shit jigsaw.
children.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Synthetic cheese, always better than a real thing.
Did you just say synthetic cheese was better than the real thing?
You have good hearing? I'm on board.
That's disgusting.
Please no. Finally! Holy moly, it has taken a long time to get there, but finally we are on barbecue, and it's weird because I feel like the colours and the shapes and the flavours all mix in my mind. If you'd ask me what colour barbecue is, it's not green, but then I'm trying to think what pink is, because is pink pizza and then purple? No, purple's pizza. Anyway, I'm hoping still that we will eventually get there, but barbecue, we are finally getting to the ones that people actually do eat. No one is buying anything but, like I said, the green, I guess, purple and pink. Maybe is it blue? Because I just can't think of all the different flavors that there are, but at least we're just not on savory anymore. You actually have barbecue.
Barbecue, yes,
Let's see
yes. Now
how
we're
these
down my
guys
street.
rate it.
I'm excited
Surely
for barbecue.
it's gotta be
I
better
mean,
than
like, it's
last
different. Barbecues in Ireland and Australia are different because they can do them every day and we can do them maybe 4 days a year.
Let's see if they really taste like barbecue.
Okay, let's go for it.
No, they don't.
There's a bit more of a bang off then.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, they're better.
It smells like heaven. Tastes like nothing.
Like, these would be a lovely appetizer in a restaurant before the main course comes, you know? Get a little bowl with these.
Are you getting barbecue though?
Yeah.
This is somehow more savory than the savory one.
This would be nice with a bit of sour cream and chive or something like that. You know
I
what
mean,
I
that's what
mean?
it-
Bit of Philadelphia.
Oh, yeah.
Sour cream,
Bit of guac.
bit of guacamole,
Bit of guacamole.
bit of hummus.
I don't know of anyone that has ever eaten shapes with anything but just the shapes. I mean, you might have them on a platter of other things, but you're not going to be kind of stacking them up in the same way that you would with a traditional cracker, you know, cheese, hummus, anything like that. No, they're just straight down the hatch in their sole form as far as I've ever seen. And it's weird because they're kind of made originally for kids, especially with the whole chicken crimpies. And if they get to chicken crimpies, that's orange, by the way. If they get to chicken crimpies, we should hopefully have a winner. If they like fake cheese, that's got to be top tier. But like I was saying, the weirdest part is that adults do often tuck into them as well. They are just as much of a biscuit as they are a chip, and so they really do cater to a whole range of events and people and places and things.
Now you're talking.
But this is bullshit, okay? Because Australian people are so good looking, and good looking people could not eat these and stay good looking. Have you ever seen Australians with their
Salty.
tops off? They're like Greek gods. Have you ever seen us with our tops off? We're like stupid microwave potatoes.
Oh yes, finally onto purple pizza. That's what I thought it was. But hey, look, I guess everyone should just sit here and take the compliment. Anyone from Australia, you just have to go, sure, you can be looking like a Greek god. I mean, newsflash, it's not everyone, sadly, for either their mind's eye or for the population and the hospital system, whatever it may be. Not everyone is going to be looking like that, and maybe it's something to do with the tanning that people are getting from being in a place that has no ozone. Maybe that's coming into it. They're seeing people like Chris Hemsworth and, Neighbours, that is going to be massive. Maybe all of those things playing into it, where we're seeing, I don't know, The Office. No idea. But at the same time, I feel like shapes aren't the worst thing for you. Yes, they have a lot of carbs, because they're just biscuits with salt on them, but they're not fatty, and so maybe that's where these just a little bit misconstrued.
It's pizza. Oh,
We give them a little shake. I'm not wanking off the bag, I'm shaking for flavour.
See, what I don't get about pizza flavor is there's so many different types of pizza.
You know, they missed an opportunity here to make them pizza shaped.
Yeah.
Yeah,
know?
they could have made
That's
them round.
true.
These are like coffin shaped.
They are coffin shaped because they will
Flat and
lead to our
hexagon.
immediate death.
So let's see what they bring with this.
Oh god, this is the worst one.
Yeah.
Worst one, and then thumbs up.
That was the cutest noise ever.
Herbie pizza.
Herbie pizza. It tastes very like the barbecue.
I'm not one to ever agree with my partners, but that's right. This isn't very good.
Am I going
Wow.
crazy? I think they like taste like the nacho one.
They do.
The nacho
Again,
one.
because it's
What?
tomato.
Do you know what they taste like? It's like somebody got a load of plain crackers and just poured loads of oregano on top of them.
There's definitely just 2 flavors and they just put each flavor in 2 different boxes.
I mean, it's a good scale of economy right there. I'm surprised though, because like I've said, I don't believe that I've ever had the nacho ones, and so for them to be saying that these taste like those, that's very surprising. I mean, I think if I had my 2 favorites, it would have to be the bacon ones and chicken crimpies. You just cannot beat them. I mean, they're almost different. They're almost in their own category, but just a little cloud-shaped thing where you just got the rounded edges. They're just so good, especially the minis. Just sign me up. But then where are they? For these guys to be saying that this is the worst one of the lot is blown my mind, because there's no way that if you ask people what is the worst one, the pizza would be anywhere on that list. But for them to be agreeing that they're the worst ones, meanwhile we get thumbs up from this guy, I don't know what. I mean, I guess it shows that people's taste buds are different, and that's all well and good, but then to be having such a random assortment of likable flavors that you actually enjoy, that is crazy to be saying that pizza is down there. Oh, and that's right, he did also describe it as having a boatload of oregano on it, like a pizza of oregano, and that's very, very strange to me, as I don't believe I've ever picked up on those flavors when having pizza shapes. I mean, I guess if you are going to be having an oregano pizza, you're basically having a za'atar and things like that, but for him to be picking up on those flavors in a box, a purple box like that, I don't know where that's coming from.
There's definitely just 2 flavors and they just put each flavor in 2 different boxes. So they're giving us 4 boxes and 2 flavors. And we are stupid human beings and we're like, oh yeah!
Oh my god!
Cheese and tomato! What an original idea!
I'd rather have a huntsman spider, thank you.
I know I just talk for ages about how these are the same flavour as the nacho ones, but I kind of prefer the nacho ones.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Maybe the last one's gonna be something.
Oh,
Yeah,
you know-
something to blow our minds.
Surely chicken crimpies. Oh god, no, that's just not the ones you want to be following up with, do you? Especially when you were trying to bring home the bacon, so to say. Oven baked, not fried, shapes, Vegemite and cheese. Oh, geez. I mean, I don't really know. I guess it's going to be Vegemite and cheese. I've never had these. It is a, what do you call, a collaboration product, and so I think it's more of a branding and a marketing thing than ever. But at the same time, I know some people did like them. I know there was a lot of hate over them, and so let's just see, how do they compare? What actually do they taste like? Do they taste like the Savory because it's just a boatload of salt, or do they taste like the previous ones, being a can of soup?
Bite. Ye Australian bastards.
Yes!
I actually quite like Vegemite.
Me too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Got a
here
good
we
feeling
go.
about these.
What are these going
were
to taste
just-
like?
I feel like Vegemite is the Guinness of Australia. Does that make sense? What is Vegemite? Because to me it sounds like an insect made out of carrot.
I like them.
This is great. It's the happiest day of my life.
God.
What?
It's not the worst.
It's the best everything. It's a Vegemite flavored fucking savory cracker. And this is just,
That's really nice.
I've never been more excited.
It's one of those things, your taste buds decide straight away whether you like them or not.
Yep.
I'd actually like them.
That, but it doesn't really taste like Vegemite to me.
It tastes like veg shite.
I'm struggling to contain myself.
Oh, absolutely. I'm so
Look at my
happy.
face. Look how happy I am.
That's disgusting!
Yummy.
Ugh.
Honestly, I tried one there and I was like, oh, did I just vomit? It tastes like my vomit. I'm not saying it tastes like vomit in general, but my specific vomit is what this cracker tastes like.
Oh,
What does he know what general vomit tastes like compared to his vomit? That's question number 1. That's also very, very scary to even think about, and so I think we have to very quickly move on. She was very, very correct in terms of a product like that, you are going to decide in the instant that it touches your tongue whether you like it or not. And so for some people, being these guys, loving them, having the best day of their life, just going into Vegemite cracker and all those kind of things, good for you. I'm glad we could give you something that you aren't completely disgusted by. But then for him to be going, nah, this just isn't it, I don't judge him too much on that choice either. As like I said, there was plenty of problems with this product, and I don't even know, are they still a thing? I mean, when did this video come out? It came out 4 years ago, and so I don't know if they're still a thing, but if nothing else, there is one moment that I wanted to come back to, and that is when he said that Guinness, or I guess Vegemite, is the Guinness of Australia. And on so many levels it is, because Guinness is so dark and so heavy, exactly like Vegemite is, and it's a yeast product, so it really is probably only 1 degree of separation away. You know, you just dehydrate Guinness, and that is how Vegemite is made almost.
I would get in there, not just to see the flavour, but to feel it.
To feel the flavour.
And dance with it.
What? Can you get Vegemite over here? Mm-hmm. Where can you?
In my house.
Why?
That's not a chat blind. Buy your own.
They're fine. They're like Pringles, but biscuits.
The first 4, meh. And then the Vegemite ones, whoa.
Vegemite was absolutely 10 out of 10. Could eat a whole box of them all in one go with Brian. Yeah.
I'd eat them on my own, to be honest. Just for the solitude of it all. Cover myself in Vegemite. Scrape the excess off myself.
Oh god.
And eat them. It was incredible.
Oh.
Sexual, some might say.
I don't think that we particularly needed that image in our mind, just covered in Vegemite and maybe some Guinness on the side. I'll pass on that one. He can have his solitude box by himself and not have to share it with a guy that blends into the background. But honestly, I am very, very surprised with the results here, as I have heard about people rating shapes before, and generally they do get alright ratings, and of course there was a mixture of opinions in this entire thing here, but for Vegemite to be the general consensus of number 1 is crazy. There is no way that if you asked Australians what their number 1 would ever be, it would be Vegemite. Vegemite wouldn't even be in the top 5, 4, anywhere near there. Like I said, it would be chicken crimpies if they're included, pizza, barbecue, and there's a whole others that kind of get mixed in there, but realistically it's just going to be those ones are the most frequently bought ones. Cheese and bacon, that's the one I was actually trying to think of, that I'm disappointed that we didn't get to see here. Like I said, the chicken crimpies, they really could have just done with just extending this video out and just giving them 1 extra box, get rid of Savory, or whatever the hell that is, and just chuck some of the good ones in. I don't know who went out and bought these, but they just missed out on a couple, or maybe they just didn't, because at the same time, the ones that they did like were surprising, and the ones that they didn't like were also surprising, and so maybe I'm just saving myself from more tragic outcomes.